This video is for lesson 4-2, posting separate amounts from a journal to a general ledger. We will post amounts from the general debit and general credit columns of a journal today. Transferring information from a journal entry to a ledger account is called posting. Posting sorts journal entries so that all debits and credits affecting each account are brought together. For example, all changes to cash are brought together in the cash account. Amounts and general entries are recorded in either general amount columns or special amount columns. There are two rules for posting amounts from a journal. One, separate amounts in a journal entry or a journal's general amount column are posted individually to the account written in the title column. And two, separate amounts in a journal's special amount columns are not posted individually. Instead, the amount columns are posted as totals at the end of the month. Here's an example of posting a January 2nd entry that was for supplies. First of all, when we are posting our individual amounts, we are only looking at the general amount columns. Do not look at your special amount columns for sales or cash. Just totally ignore those. So the steps for this is we will write the date of the transaction, which was on January 2nd. We will then put in the post reference. The post reference is going to be the page number from the journal that this transaction took place, so we would put in 1. Then our next step is we will copy the debit amount or the credit amount. For this one, it's a debit amount of $165. We will write the new account balance. We had a debit of $165, therefore our balance is going to be a debit of $165. And the last thing we have to do is we have to take the account number of supplies 150 and put it in the post reference column in our journal. It's very important that you follow these steps and don't jump around from one transaction to another when posting. You should do each journal entry in line one at a time and complete it before moving on. The numbers in our post reference column are very important and they serve 3 purposes. First, an entry in an account can be traced to its source in a journal. 2, an entry in a journal can be traced to where it was posted in an account. And 3, if posting is interrupted, the accounting personnel can easily see which entries in the journal still need to be posted. A blank line in the post reference column of a journal indicates that the transaction has not been posted yet. Therefore, that posting reference should always be completed last and recorded last in the journal when we follow these procedures. Posting a second amount to an account, so you can see how this would work. This one is from the 5th. Like in a journal, we only write the month on the first line, so we will record our date. The post reference where we post in our general ledger is going to be the page number from the journal, so we'll put in 1. And then for this one, we have a debit of $220. And then for our new balance, if we have 2 debits or 2 credits, this one we have 2 debits since they are alike, we will add them together. So our new balance would be $385. And then we'll put in 150 for the post reference. There will be examples like in the work together and on your own where we will have debits and credits where we would subtract. So that is further explained in that video. Posting is time consuming, but it is something you need to do correctly or you will have many errors. Here's another example. This one we're posting the capital account from this transaction on the 2nd. And you can see this one here.